This is the guy with Georgia Outdoors. It's midday on our Thanksgiving break and I'm riding around baiting up a few deer stands. This weekend I have entered into a big doe competition. This is the Cody Zerwig Memorial Big Doe Competition. And Cody was a former student of mine. Sadly, he passed away about 5 years ago. But Cody, he was just, he was a really cool student. He didn't, school wasn't his favorite thing in the world, but he made really good grades. He was very intelligent, but he loved hunting. He loved being in the outdoors and trapping. And when I seen his parents, Randy and Holly, who were having this competition in his memorial, I said, man, absolutely, I'm gonna sign up for it. I would like to win, but you know, it goes to a good cause because they really take this money and invest it back into the outdoors. And in fact, we've had our youth hunt and they've supported it in the past. So we're gonna see what we can do, but I'm baiting up a couple spots, see if I can put a few extra pounds on them before we kill one. It's rained all morning. This morning I wasn't even able to get in the deer stand. It's kind of misting right now, so hopefully it'll ease up this afternoon and see a bunch of does, but I'm gonna take you with me. We're gonna batten them up a little bit, throw out some corn, and this afternoon me and my wife are gonna divide and conquer, and maybe we can both get us a doe. I'm always pretty curious about the way other people hunt. Some people hunt feeders. I've never used a whole lot of feeders. Some people use troughs. Some people pour corn out in big piles. I'm a spreader. I like to spread the corn out really thin, kind of gives the deer, makes them work for it a little bit more. And I like to go down these long lanes and bait up. That way it kind of creates more of a challenge for them than just come in here and gorge on these big old piles of corn. So that's my method. I'd like to hear what some of y'all do. I just put out 50 pounds of corn here 2 days ago and it's all gone, but there's one spot where there's corn. It's kind of interesting. I poured some corn in an ant bed and the deer did not touch it. That is the only corn left. So apparently deer won't eat corn out of an ant bed. That is pretty interesting. This is where we're going to be at in just a couple hours. I'm headed back to bait up my wife's stand, and I usually don't do this a whole lot, but if you would hit that subscribe button. You know, we had a goal for 10,000 subs this year and a total of 1 million views. We already hit the 1 million views, but we're still about 1,000 away from that 10,000 sub total. So if you would hit that subscribe button, it really helps us out a lot with making these videos, and it is a labor of love, and when you hit that subscribe button, it helps out a whole lot. It's about 4 o'clock and we just got in the deer stand, and I was wearing a jacket, but man, this South Georgia weather, it changes so much, and now I had to shed out of that and just wear, not even got on a camo shirt. I don't usually like to waste your time with products, but a few weeks back, this company called Twisted Iron Outdoors, I believe, sent me this product called the Boot Bandolier, and it's actually right here on the tree behind me. I've been using it pretty much all rifle season, and I kind of wish I would have had it during bow season. But this is my favorite way of using it. I got all my gear since I've been filming my hunts. I carry batteries, I carry extra camera gear, grunt, thermocell, and this is designed to strap around your leg. And that would have been really handy when I'm hunting, bow hunting with like a lock on. But in this case, I like to strap it around the tree. And it, you know, if you're a saddle hunter, it'd be perfect for that. And when you're not using it like that, it flips over and uses like a shoulder bag, you know, like it's perfect to carry your stuff in and out. I've really liked this. It's made of really good quality stuff, and so I'll put the link to their website below or their Facebook page. You can check them out, but it's called the Boot Bandolier. It's warm, but I know these deer got to feed. Got the camera set up. Everything's good to go. Now we just need to see some deer. Life's at the back of the farm. I'm up here at the front. Hopefully we can get 2 does down. took forever. I was running out of camera light. Took right at 12 minutes. I finally had one doe separate, and I fired. And I never hunt with this lever gun much, and didn't realize that there's a safety and a hammer. So the first time I shot, it just clicked. Somebody just shot there. Second time, pretty sure I put it on her. Headed down to see if I hit this deer. I think I did, but you never know. There's always a little bit of uncertainty till you find some blood. I think I just heard my wife shoot in the back. That would be an interesting afternoon if we get 2 deer, so we're gonna see if we can find some blood. The joys of self-filming your hunts. As soon as I got down to track that deer, my camera was done. The batteries were all shot, so I didn't able to get the recovery, but I ended up finding that deer. She did run a little ways. The shot was a little bit low, but I ended up finding her. And that shot that you heard while I was talking was my wife, and she ended up getting a doe as well. And it took, both of them took a while to track those deer, so by the time we got them loaded up and over to Zerwig's processing to get them weighed in, it was after 9:30 or so. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. The next little bit of footage is going to be rather bloody because there's a lot of deer that were killed and brought to this big doe competition, and these guys are out there cleaning them and processing them, and that is just a natural part. I mean, we want to eat the burger, but we don't want to know where the burger came from. So if you're a little squeamish, you may want to skip forward, and I hope YouTube doesn't demonetize this, but it is just a natural part of hunting. Do something good, team. I should have done like them fishermen up in Michigan or Wisconsin. Put the lead in there. Come on, speak to me. What we got, Randy?
94. Look up there.
That's the best we could do now.
Alright, so we're here at the Little Z Big Doe contest. It is a memorial scholarship fund for my brother. Half of the pot goes to the scholarship, half of it goes to the winner. We've had 65 entries and we've had quite a few weighed in. I don't think Blade's gonna win, but who knows, he might get a gun or something.
They had over 62 entries into this big doe competition. I believe they were able to raise $2,000 or more for the memorial fund, which is just that's great. Somebody ended up winning $2,000 with a 118-pound doe, so they earned that one. That was a pretty big doe. I think both of the ones I killed my wife killed were about mid-90s in the pounds. So they were decent does, but not big enough to win. I went back to the same spot the next day and ended up killing another doe, as you'll see right here in this footage. So ended up killing 3 does this weekend. We took a couple of them to get sausage. We're gonna make some jerky out of the other. So it's kind of good to fill the freezer up and to manage some of those deer off your property. All in all, there was a lot of deer killed this weekend, and for a good cause. This video was a lot of fun to make. I tagged out with my bucks pretty early in the season, and I've been kind of neglecting going out there and shooting does. But because of this tournament and going for a good cause, I was out there hunting pretty much every day over Thanksgiving break, so it kind of gave it a little extra enjoyment. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. We are closing in on our goal for the year. May not make it, but we're going to keep pushing through. So if you would, hit that subscribe button. Until the next one, this has been
The Unofficial.
Until the next one, hope you hit the subscribe button, but this has been the
Unofficial, no doubt incomplete
Guide
to
Georgia
Outdoors.
Outdoors.